guys, and welcome back. So today I am going to do something I have been meaning to do for a while, and that is set up my home theatre system surround speakers. So this is the Sony DAV-IS10, which is really cool. We have a standard subwoofer here, and it's cool because all the speakers are about the size of a golf ball. So we're going to be mounting these rear ones, and there's a normal one. To mount them, I'm basically, due to having a two-story house, going to be running along the skirting board here, behind this door, up, over the top, down, across, and mounting one speaker in the corner here, running the cable for the second one all the way along, and mounting it at the other end down here by Santa. Okay, so we have begun. So I'm actually using a nice and simple solution here. This is a telephone lead. Now bear in mind, this is a 4-conductor. So in this case, I bought a pre-made one. So it has 4 conductors, 2 for each of the surround speakers. I've cut the end off and used a bit of white insulation tape. Normally I'd use heat shrink, but I don't have any. And the connectors for the Sony, very simple. They're a little push to secure unit. So just push, put your wires in the end, and then release, and it will lock in place. So what I've done is I've used the TS80 to focus, to tin the wires, and we're splitting them one half to one speaker, the other half to the other. So black is negative, red is positive, green is negative, yellow is positive. Now the grey connector is for the surround right and blue for surround left. So because the plugs are very close to each other in the active subwoofer, they only need a very small distance to be between them. So we'll put them in, and then we'll run this wire along with some wire clips around the door frame, and go from there. These are 5mm flat clips. They're fractionally too wide for phone cable, but they work quite well. So if you're interested in those, in Australia, Bunnings, obviously Home Depot or similar in the US and so on. Okay, we're down behind the sub now. We've got the plugs all set up, and we will just, once I figure out which way around they go, plug in like so. Okay, nice and easy. And this will go down and go to our cable clip. And I've put a little knot in here so that it can't pull through. We can get a nice tension on it. But it also means we still have a little slack here so that we can move the subwoofer around for when we put it back up or move it in and out. Okay, so now we've got the cable installed up and around the top, down the side, down and down to the corner. So our speaker is actually going to go up about here. It's about 1.2 meters. Now, number one, I'm sure someone's going to say, why are you using such horrible wiring for speakers? Use speaker wire like this. Well, number one, the wiring actually isn't that bad. There's a couple of mils of really good copper in here. Number two is, if it's good enough for 1980s, 1990s voice data for phone lines, it should be okay for little tiny surround speakers. These things don't exactly work hard, so it should be fine. So, how are we going to go from one cable and splitting off to 2? Well, there's a few different ways. You could chop into the cable and splice stuff together and solder it and make a mess. We're going to try and keep it as tidy as possible. So what I've done is I've taken the cable, if we can get in here a little bit with the light, I've taken the cable and cut a little tiny little tiny slice out of the cable, exposing both the wires. And we're going to take another one, done the same, and we're going to quickly tin these, solder them together, and to insulate them we have some heat shrink as well, so that'll keep things all nice and tidy. And then we'll continue to run the cable along to the edge here, where we're going to revert to regular speaker wire anyway. So, back in a minute. Okay, and here's our finished product. Not very tidy or neat, but it'll do. Now just a bit of the old electrical tape, and should be good to go. Alright, big mess later. We have our corner join all set, ready to go for our wiring to come up to the top for the speaker, and the remaining wire running along behind the couch area here. And I've decided the best way to go about it is to hide it down here, and at this point it reverts back to speaker cable just in here, in that white electrical tape hiding under the carpet here. And there is a small knot that I've put here just to retain a little bit of tension on the wire, but not too much, just so that it will keep it tucked and nice and straight and tidy in here. The speaker cable is going to run all the way down to the other end of the room, where we're going to wall mount the other speaker. So now we'll get to work on installing the first one. Okay, so our joint is good, all the way up to our speaker. That's just screwed in with a single screw to the wall and on our mount. So happily done, and looks pretty tidy apart from the extension cable. You know, Chip's excited that he gets a home theatre that sounds super awesome. Hey Chip! Yes you are. Okay, so we've just gone through with the microphone here and done a auto calibration, which has been successful. So all the speakers are working. Our nice little rear one here. All of our cabling appears to be nice and hidden away. And same with our one over here in the corner. Nice little speakers. And we are all good to go. What do you think, Chip? Are you excited for the home theatre? This music? What about you, lady? What do you reckon? She's not sure. Might be okay. Sounds alright. So the home theatre works great. That means we deserve a treat. You want a treat? Treats. Sit, sit, sit. Here we go. Good boy. Good girl.